Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great weekend. And welcome to this brief weekend update. I'm going to keep it short. There's not much necessarily that we need to talk about, but there are some things that I did want to talk about. There's some specific altcoins that I think are quite interesting that I wanted to, inform you about. And wanted to just do a quick update on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. I think all of them are looking quite similar. There's no major news at this point of time, by the way, or at least no news that I'm aware of. So like I said, I mean, we're really entering those typical weekend markets again, where if you're taking a look at Bitcoin right here, it's relatively stable. There's been some volatility and there's been some action over the course of the weekend, like we knew was a possibility. But ultimately not much, and like I said, I mean, I'm going through some news sources here to my left. Not much there as well, or at least not much that is new. But that will change, right? I mean, the fundamentals will be super crucial over the course of tomorrow, if anything comes out, and otherwise over the course of next week. And it's going to be quite volatile as well, right? Because if you go to the last weekend we had very low volume here as well. And you can see Sunday, what happened is a lot of volatility. Now, do I expect the same volatility as right here? No. Do I think you should be prepared for volatility like this? Yes. Now, like I said, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, to start off with those, they all look fairly similar. The only thing is that Bitcoin has made this high right here and is finding balance a little bit lower. If you take a look at XRP, well, XRP actually looks similar as well, but XRP has been more bullish over the course of the second part of last week. But it also made this and is now finding balance here. And if we take a look at Ethereum right here, you can see something a little bit similar, although Ethereum is the strongest. It's still kind of consolidating up there. So what this means, in general, talking about all of this, and the market also being quite correlated in general, is I expect these to start off the week. So when we're talking about tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, when we shift from a low volume, low liquidity environment, which we are in right now, we're going to shift into a high volume, high liquidity environment. So new volume and new liquidity gets injected. That makes the price move, right? And I think they're all going to move similar. Now, personally, I think you should be. I think ultimately, if you take a look at others, right here, zoomed out. So this is altcoins. But if you take a look at others, if you take a look at the total three, I think we are bullish, right? And I don't think it's very weird that I say that. I think we are bullish, but ultimately, so you should be ready for a bullish continuation here. But I think the most interesting setup on all of them is a bit of basically what Bitcoin did right here, but then reversed, right? So that we have some bearish pressure. Now, that we have bearish pressure into a major support level, that we fill some imbalances, and that then we jump back up and then we get a bullish continuation. Because a bullish continuation, I do expect either way. I just think you should be ready for both the bullish breakouts from the current ranges and a pullback. And I think that pullback is actually the most interesting setup. So for Bitcoin, the main area of support would be around 114,000. For XRP, it would be around 3.1, and for Ethereum, that would be around a little bit lower, maybe around 3,300. I think those are all buying opportunities, unless we get very bad news. But I'll try to keep you updated on that as soon as I can. But like I said, I mean, it's for, like, all of them look very similar. All of them are in a balance right now. I think from that balance, we're going to auction higher. Whether that's with a bullish breakout or a move like I said, a move like this first, that I'm not certain about, but I think you should be ready for both. And I will keep you updated on this when it becomes more clear that one or the other is more likely. I'll tell you, okay? Now, when we're talking about some altcoins, I'm just going to go through some, which I think you need to keep an eye on. I still like Sonic quite a bit, so that's S, right? Can I get that or not? Yeah, so that's S, Sonic. On the higher time frames, I like that, but yeah, I mean, if Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are going to pull back, all of these altcoins are going to do that too. So right, so be aware of that. Spark is fundamentally a great project. Gained some momentum as well over the course of the last 24 hours. Could be interesting. Much too early to say that right now, but it's especially if we're able to break above 4 cents. I think it's an altcoin you should definitely pay attention to. And then last of all, for this video, there's more. I mean, there's manipulated rallies like Tezos, XTZ, that is. Frax was very manipulated over the course of today. Immutable X, so IMX, showed some momentum. DIA Data, so DIA, also a lot of momentum. But that's manipulation. The last altcoin that I wanted to talk about is Pump. So that's Pump.fun, of course, the Solana meme coin launchpad. This is very hated right now, and this is selling off very, very rapidly. I think this is still going to have a relief rally. So let me know if you'd be interested in a full video on this. But I have some pretty interesting thoughts on this. I would first wait for a bullish divergence, and maybe a bullish breakout. For now, keep your eyes on it. Don't buy. But those are my thoughts for this Saturday evening. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of the weekend, everybody. Take care and bye.